You see that Rolex on someone's wrist and think, wow, they've made it. A $15,000 Submariner, a $40,000 Daytona. These are watches that most people save for years to afford. But here's something that'll blow your mind. To the ultra-wealthy, to actual billionaires, a Rolex isn't a status symbol. It's a budget watch, an everyday beater, the horological equivalent of a Honda Civic. I know what you're thinking. How can a watch that costs more than a used car be considered budget? Stick around, because today we're diving into the wild world of billionaire watches. And trust me, once you see what the ultra-rich are really wearing, you'll never look a Rolex the same. Let's establish some baseline facts. Rolex is the most recognized luxury watch brand in the world. When someone says luxury watch, most people immediately think Rolex. And yes, they're expensive by normal standards. A new Rolex Submariner? Around $10,000 to $15,000. The iconic Daytona in steel? Good luck finding one at retail for $14,000. You'll probably pay double on the secondary market. Gold models? We're talking $30,000 to $50,000. The sky-high complications and gem set pieces can reach $100,000 or more. For 99% of the population, these are dream purchases. Life milestone watches. Something you buy when you get that big promotion, sell your company, or celebrate a major achievement. But here's where it gets interesting. According to wealth reports, there are over 2,700 billionaires in the world. And for them, a $50,000 watch is literally pocket change. Let me put this in perspective. If you have a net worth of $1 billion, spending $50,000 is equivalent to someone with a $100,000 net worth spending $5. That's less than a fancy coffee. So if Rolex is too common for billionaires, what are they actually wearing? Welcome to the world of haute horlogerie, the upper echelon of watchmaking where six figures is just the entry fee. Patek Philippe is the king here. Their watches start around $30,000, but the pieces billionaires covet? We're talking $200,000 to $500,000 for a good complication. The Patek Philippe Nautilus in steel might retail for $35,000, but try buying one. You'll pay $100,000 or more on the secondary market. Limited editions and grand complications? Multiple millions. In 2019, a Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime sold for $31 million at auction. That's not a typo. $31 million. Then there's Richard Mille, the brand that makes Rolex look like Timex. Richard Mille watches start around $80,000 and routinely exceed $1 million. These are the watches you see on the wrists of Rafael Nadal during tennis matches, built with aerospace materials and tourbillons you can see spinning. They're engineering marvels that happen to tell time. Audemars Piguet is another favorite. The Royal Oak might start around $30,000, but the pieces billionaires want, the complicated models, the limited editions, those are $100,000 to $500,000 and up. F.P. Journe, Vacheron Constantin, Elang, and so on. These are brands most people have never heard of, and that's exactly the point. They're insider brands. The watches you wear when you have nothing left to prove. When Jay-Z wears an F.P. Journe, he's signaling to other billionaires, I know watches. These aren't just timepieces. They're wearable art, investments, and in many cases, they appreciate in value. A rare Patek Philippe can be a better investment than stocks. But here's what's really fascinating. It's not just about the price tag. It's about the mindset. Billionaires view luxury differently than the rest of us. When you or I buy a Rolex, it's conspicuous consumption. We want people to notice. We want the recognition. But billionaires? They're playing a different game entirely. First, there's exclusivity. Rolex makes about 1 million watches per year. Yes, some models are hard to get, but they're still mass-produced luxury. Meanwhile, some Patek Philippe models are made in quantities of 50 or 100 per year. Some Richard Mille pieces, maybe 30 in the world. That's what billionaires want, something that even other billionaires can't easily obtain. Second, there's craftsmanship and complications. Billionaires appreciate the art of watchmaking. A Rolex is reliable, well-made, and will last forever. But a Patek Philippe perpetual calendar with a minute repeater? That's hundreds of hours of hand finishing by master watchmakers. It's mechanical poetry. Third, there's investment value. Many ultra-high-end watches appreciate. That $200,000 Patek Philippe might be worth $400,000 in 10 years. Try that with a stock Submariner. And finally, there's insider knowledge. Wearing a $20,000 Rolex tells people you have money. Wearing a $300,000 FB Journe tells other billionaires that you have taste, knowledge, and you're part of the club. Now here's the plot twist. Billionaires do wear Rolex. But not how you think. Jeff Bezos has been spotted wearing an Omega and a Ulysses Nard. Warren Buffett famously wears a $15 Timex or a modest gold Rolex. Bill Gates has worn a Casio. But when billionaires do wear Rolex, it's typically as what watch collectors call a beater, an everyday watch you're not worried about scratching. Think about it. You're a billionaire going on your yacht, diving in the Mediterranean, or just knocking around on a Saturday. Are you going to wear your $400,000 Patek Philippe and risk it getting damaged? No. You grab your Rolex Submariner. It's literally built to be a tool watch. It's durable, waterproof, reliable, and if it gets scratched or stolen, it's not the end of the world. This is the ultimate flex, by the way. Rolex spends millions cultivating an image of exclusivity and luxury, and billionaires use them as throwaway watches. The watch that someone saved for 3 years to buy is what a billionaire wears to the gym. Some billionaires even view wearing a Rolex as a humble gesture, a way to blend in and not flaunt wealth. When you're worth $5 billion, wearing a modest $15,000 watch is almost like wearing a disguise. This whole phenomenon reveals something fascinating about wealth and relativity. What's luxury to one person is basic to another. What's an impossible dream purchase for someone is literally a rounding error for someone else. It also shows how true luxury is about knowledge and access, not just price. Anyone with enough money can walk into a Rolex boutique and buy a watch. Well, theoretically. But getting on the list for a rare Patek Philippe, that requires relationships, history with the brand, and being part of a very exclusive world. The watch world is a microcosm of wealth itself. There are levels, and just when you think you've reached the top, there's another level you didn't even know existed. For billionaires, a Rolex is perfectly fine. It's well-made, reliable, iconic. But it's not special. It's not rare. It's not going to start a conversation with another collector. It's the watch equivalent of driving a very nice Toyota when you have a garage full of Ferraris at home. So the next time you see someone wearing a Rolex and think they're rich, you're probably right. But if you see a billionaire wearing a Rolex, understand, that's their budget watch. Their beater, the thing they wear when they don't want to think about what's on their wrist. The real flex? That's happening at levels most of us don't even know exist. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of luxury watches and billionaire spending habits, smash that like button and subscribe for more content about wealth, luxury, and the things that money can buy. Drop a comment below. What's the most expensive watch you've ever seen in person? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.